Get our game going. Alright, my opponent's here, so we're going to go ahead and try to start up this match. We're down, I think it's going to be 390 team value, which is a significant amount. So we've got some stuff we can do here. The plan was to take our 390,000 and buy a Varag Ghoul-Chewer and a Wandering Apothecary. And so Varag Ghoul-Chewer is 6439, and he comes with that as Jump Up, Block, Mighty Blow, Thick Skull. So hopefully this will give us a little bit of extra punching power. Also, he's actually smoking a cigar, which is a thing I didn't know. I like that. That's cute. So we're going to go ahead and do this. And let me go to the big Blood Bowl screen so people can see things. What is the end goal for this league? Keep getting promoted up until you hit, like, the Platinum League. Like, there's stuff moving on up. There's higher leagues as you move up the charts. Hey, Mr. Stucker.
I don't like OCC.
Any MHI admins that could okay a new Orc team? Well, not me right now. Yeah, that's the,
Sure.
4-strength Orky dude. So if I get the chance, I'm going to probably try to receive. I'd be a little bit more worried if he was a super duper fast team, but he's Dark Elves. He's not super fast. He's just pretty fast. I just want to get some damage in, hopefully. We will see what we can do. I'm going to try to give the ball to one of my blitzers at this point, probably the one who doesn't have any SPP yet, Mintok the Mind Taker. Because none of my guys are like at 3 or somewhere where scoring with them would work out. Oh, Hypno Elf is a great star player. I love him. Eldril Sidewinder. What star player do we have? We has Varag Ghoul-Chewer. Admire him in all his glory.
Objectively better than a wizard.
Is this league allowing new players in or not? You're gonna have to actually go there to look at the exact rules, but basically they've got a big qualifier kind of thing where you can qualify into the league and and you can try to get in from there. Like it's a big kind of thing, which I kind of got a bit of a pass through because I'm a streamer and they wanted more streamers in there. It was kind of one of their little slots for that kind of thing. So we are going to use Varag Ghoul-Chewer to try to punch some stuff and do some real damage. I mean, I'm a little worried about it potentially stunting team value, but realistically, I want to win this game too. I don't want to lose too many things before we go into next week, so I'd like to at least come out. Yeah, this is a league game, Reagan Smash. This is Legion League. Oh, one of his guys got a rock to the head and is KO'd. I will take a KO before the game starts happily. Where's this ball landing? I didn't even see it. Okay, over there. That's fine. That is a we can deal with it kind of position. I have no huge issues with that. We're going to try to go up over towards this side of the pitch. I'm going to probably use Varag Ghoul-Chewer to try to punch dude over here. And we're going to kind of cover this ball because absolutely Dark Elves can do obnoxious things and make me very sad. Let us try to take down a guy who has no defensive skills and 7 armor real quick. A knockdown is perfect. A broken armor is nice too. And I'll take a stun. Cool. Let's take these 8 out of 9s real quick. Try to hurt some stuff. You can stay where you are. These two guys are probably going to go ahead and follow up. They're kind of in the direction I want to be going anyway. We'll kind of, you know, maybe form a bit of a wedge going up here. Perfect. Let's just see if we can pick up the ball over here like this. I'm willing to blow a reroll on that. Why does the field look a little less bright? I don't know. Now let's see who can get to this ball and be super obnoxious. I'm going to go ahead and drop the goblin back. Little McLarge huge. He's basically done his job. Endless Mike can go ahead and get here. And the rest of our guys are just kind of going to stay in positions where they can keep space for us. We want to be able to move this cage up a good bit next turn, and keeping our guys in places like this is going to help it somewhat. In fact, I'm even going to drop him back one more square. This is all good and fine. I just don't want to get into a situation where we don't have time to score again. Like last time when the kick went super, super deep and I got blitz turn 1. No grass graphics? Yeah, no grass graphics. If that's maybe what you're looking at, I have grass graphics turned off because I actually kind of like the way it looks without grass. Better performance too, but you know. So Varag Ghoul-Chewer stunned a dude. That's a reasonable start. And one of his guys got taken off the pitch on kickoff, which is realistically about as good as I can expect things to go. It looks like he's going to try to blitz down my black orc, which I can deal with. That is Mr. 4 strength. He could have taken this assist away if he wanted to, but I guess he decided to take the 1 die. That's fine.
I'm not sure why he did that, though.
I don't know why you would do that. Unless he really badly doesn't want this guy to be standing where he is and tying up a black orc. That's about all I can think of.
Yeah, but still, he doesn't have block.
No, he doesn't have block. I'm of the same opinion. I wouldn't have done the same thing, but these things happen. So he's going to try to kind of cut in. Make it real hard for me to push this little kind of cage we have going up here. Very reasonable stuff. If it comes to it, we may swap over to the other side, but he's probably going to move some pieces over there. We just want to join up with these big beefy black orcs, basically. He's kind of forming a bit of a screen here. He wants that guy to dodge out to form a screen piece. That's why he did the 1 die. I don't know if it was worth it, but that is the reasoning. Okay, that's good and fine. Yeah, he gave me a pretty good reason to not go in that direction, and a pretty good reason to go in this direction, so that's going to be our new plan for the time being. Buttmaster X, thank you very much for bringing your butt over here. That is a lineman. This is all good and fine. I just want this ball to move up a nice number of squares, pretty much. Let's go ahead and do the Varag Ghoul-Chewer block, because I want to try to hurt this lineman. Perfectly fine. Follow up. Injured!
Ooh.
I'll take it. A niggling injury on a 5 of 6 SPP lineman. Kinda crummy. Not the worst situation in the entire world, but not super duper ideal.
Varag Ghoul-Chewer is already bringing value this game.
Varag is doing work.
Who was that really good-looking guy that mentioned you should pick
Mentioned
Varag
I should pick up Varag before the game?
As opposed to that fucking wizard.
As opposed to a wizard? I believe that was a Rev who said that.
That's right, I knew I liked that guy.
I think that Rev guy may have suggested I do that. So we're gonna just form ourselves a nice little cage here. We're even gonna kind of stretch out a little wider than we normally would. Even though I'm playing orcs, I still have absolutely no desire to give away a bunch of free blocks, so I'm not going to. We're going to go ahead and stand him there. Make things over there a little bit more obnoxious. You can go here is fine. That just makes it more annoying for his players to go do stuff like that. You're just going to kind of stand up where you are, I think. I could stand next to the Dauntless Blitzer, but that makes no sense. I could stand next to a Strength guy, but that makes no sense. So I'm actually going to drop back a square, because if he wants to go dropping back extra squares behind me to chase a dude to try and kill him, I'm fine with that. And Little McLarge Huge is going to go over here. And we're going to call that a day.
I think the goblin is gonna stomp on the witch elf today.
If we get the chance, like, believe me, the goblin is absolutely... I'm fine with the whole goblin stepping on things. I don't care if he has 5 or 6 SPP. Realistically, to me, the goblin is kind of there for stepping on stuff till we can get a thrower on the team. We're actually going to be carrying loners for a little while going on in this league because we still have to afford our apothecary and then our throwers, so even in a best case scenario, we still have 2 more games we have to plow through before I have money to do that. Turn on grid for a moment? Absolutely. I forgot I'm not playing against dwarves. I can actually show you the skills pretty well. So here you go. Now, like, this is not the worst situation. We just want to make reasonable progress up the pitch. We don't want to go super fast. There's no need for that. So, this is a good clip. We have the ball up to the, line of scrimmage on turn 2. I'm happy enough about that. He's probably going to keep screening, I assume, because he screened last turn. So, it is a fairly safe assumption that his continued plan will be screening until kind of last minute or desperate times or something. So that's the plan I'm kind of going under. 5 level ups in an Apo, I guess. I'm far behind in TV. Dude, I'm down 390k. We kind of stretched out our cage a little bit because of this kind of a thing. We are standing next to one of his pieces. We don't want to make it easy for him to stand next to my ball carrier. And what we did kind of makes it difficult for him to do that.
He's still doing those one-die blocks with the string guy, though.
He is, which I don't know. Like, it's not something I'm a huge fan of, but it's a thing he's doing, and that's that.
Yeah, but they had a Dauntless guy with block here.
I know. That's all good and fine.
Good news, everyone!
Ooh. Mo Diddley, thank you for the follow, sir. Alright, so I want to move the ball up, but I don't want to go basing 2 million guys. What we can do is keep going around this way, but we outrun our black orcs pretty bad if we try to go over here. So I kind of don't want to do that. I'm kind of fine, like, maybe I'll base these dudes and just kind of hop over sideways a bit. Like, going back towards the middle of the pitch in general is something I'm okay with. I just want Varag Ghoul-Chewer to keep punching things for the most part, because he's really, really good at it. Like, if we can't move very far up this turn, what we are going to do is try to use our guys to, claim space, basically. And stand next to his guys and basically kind of force an issue and say, hey, here we are, we're going to try to move forward again next turn. We are going to have him have to reposition some of his crap over here, though. I'll even probably step back a bit. I may step back 1 square. I probably want to blitz the Dauntless guy, though. So I'll probably step back 1 square and let the, Varag blitz Mr. Dauntless. As I said, we're in no huge hurry. We kind of just want to get 2 million Varag Ghoul-Chewer blocks. And get pieces in places that kind of keep him from forming the screens where he wants to. Since we can't go forward now, we're going to try and make it difficult for him to do anything else. That will do fine, I suppose. Not much else I can do about it, so we follow up. He has a Dauntless dude there, but that's life. We will manage and continue to stand pieces next to his pieces and basically make him decide if he wants to go basing my guys or give up some space over on this side because we have this advanced blitzer over here. And little McLarge, just gonna hop in the back. We don't have too much to do with him at the moment. We've got some time. Yeah, no, injure them and score on turn 8 and 16 is the plan. So we aren't standing our cage next to his pieces. We're kind of standing this extended little chunk of it basing his dudes. And if he wants to base a bunch of my guys this turn, then I'm mostly okay with it. Ooh. He stunned my Black Orc. Bubba Bo Bob Brain. That's fine. That's 2 guys that aren't getting in front of my cage this turn. Actually 3 guys. Well, one of them's standing next to me, so I'll punch him.
He's gonna get punched good.
Boy, I hope so. The current plan is to punch him good.
Is there
Okay.
any orc plan?
So basically, because we kind of stretched our cage out over here, we started extending our posts and stuff like that. We're starting to get him... Some pieces are standing next to us. He's kind of spreading out a little bit. This is all good stuff. I hope he doesn't break armor, of course. But these are all pretty reasonably good things that I'm happy about. Even though we dropped our cage back 1 square, we're going to get to hop forward probably at least a couple this upcoming turn. The stun does make me a little bit sad, but we've taken down a couple of his players, so it's not the end of the world. Where do I want you to go? I'm going to block you, I'm going to blitz you. I can't really form a cage here all that well. I can step you up. Dauntless guy isn't here, but that's still risky. I could go here. I could put my cage here, where Varag is. Walk up 2 squares this turn. Not the worst thing I've ever seen. That seems reasonable. Let's go ahead and start with an 8 out of 9 and see what happens. Perfectly fine with me. Go ahead and follow up. So that's fine to start with. Varag Ghoul-Chewer is going to keep trying to hurt things. He's going to knock a guy down. And break armor again. Good job, man. I'll take stuns. Stuns are very reasonable. Oh, stuns make me very happy. I have no problems with stuns. Gonna go ahead and move him here. This Black Orc just needs to get back into places for things. I'm gonna put him kind of like here, I think. Goblin makes the dumbest noises sometimes. Indlesmike's gonna go ahead and stand here in case he decides he wants to blitz down this lineman. We're gonna make it tricky on him, and Little McLarge is actually just going to go ahead and start running over here and just making him deal with him. You know, force him to deal with my dude. What? Torta subscribed on Game Wisp? Holy cow, Torta, that's awesome. Thank you very, very much for the subscription. I was actually planning on putting out a video, one of the subscriber-only videos, as I've been saying I was going to for a while, where one of the things I was planning on doing since I have this tournament going on is literally just after a game sitting down with all these great TeamSpeak guys and just showing them the game and having them pick out any mistakes I've made, you know, pick away at me. So that's something I was looking at, is maybe I would just record that and say, hey, here we are. He wants to punch Varag Ghoul-Chewer very badly. I don't blame him.
Let me know how that goes for you, bud.
Well, I'll let you know, but
Yeah,
his Dauntless failed. Good start.
Oh, he failed.
He rolled a POW on the one die, though.
Failed.
Tragic. Varag Ghoul-Chewer's fine.
I mean,
Of course
he's
he's
a
fine.
fairly sort of thorny thing to be
He's a
punching
9
on
armor
as
dude.
well. He's
pretty
9
big.
armor with block and mighty blow. Like, I mean,
And jump up.
yeah, and jump up. I mean, the chances of this going well for you aren't great.
It's been a long time since I've had a new subscriber. That's pretty cool. Okay, he's just gonna stand a bunch of his guys next to a bunch of my guys. This, I'm pretty okay with.
Now, I'm not going to give advice here, but kids at home, this is not what you do.
We'll see what happens. He's got a shit ton of
I'm-
blodge. It may not work out for me, but we'll see. Normally, I welcome this, you know? Normally, this is a situation I am quite happy to be in. And I'm going to continue to base his dudes with a bunch of big, strong, 4-strength jerks. Varag Ghoul-Chewer, jump up failed. I guess I have to re-roll it. I would have preferred to use the blitz there, but I don't think it gave me the chance to.
No, you have to select the blitz first.
I guess I do.
Yep. The blitz must be declared at the start of the action.
That makes enough sense, I suppose. Breaking armor again like a champ. Now that we know that we have that's failed, this blitzer's going to stand here in case I botch this block. We just want to be 100% sure nothing horrible happens here. A push will manage. You obviously have to deal with it. Horrorface says Varag better than Wizard so far, haha. I agree with that statement. Varag is a good piece, it turns out.
But it needs to be better than 2 wizards. It's 290k.
He's 290k.
I think he's already done the work of 2 wizards.
He's pulling his weight, not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna stand next to his players a little bit more now. He's kind of given us this
Strength
opportunity. Eye Gouger 21 is just gonna kind of hop over here and be obnoxious, I think. I could go here or something. It doesn't really serve much purpose. I could stand him next to the 4-strength guy. Let me take a look at his turn real quick. What's he gonna do? He has 2 stand-up guys. He can take a punch on big burly 4-strength line if he wants to. Yeah, I'm gonna tie up 4-strength dude with a line with a blitzer here. Make him deal with that. It seems like the logical choice for him next turn otherwise is to take this guy, do the blitz here. Actually stand a 4-strength guy next to my ball carrier, so we're making this more annoying for him. So we have our in case of emergency goblin here, just in case. We have a bunch of his players based, which always makes me happy. Like, he is now basing a ton of my shit. And these pieces over here on the side are not going anywhere, like, quickly. Okay. Push, push, push. I'm fine with that. Here is a 1 die, if you want it. That probably shouldn't happen first, though. Even if he decides he wants to do this block, that's probably not a thing he should be doing. That doesn't help, does it? Confusing me, man.
The one die.
Okay, he did take the push with his 4-strength dude. That's fine. That means we didn't get this blitz instead, which makes me happy. Or any of these blitzes, basically. So only one reroll is sad times, but happy times, we've got a number of punches coming to us. Unsurprisingly, he made his 35 out of 36 dodge. And the Witch Elf is going to go ahead and blitz Little McLarge-Huge. That's fine with me. Like, if the Goblin is occupying resources, that's pretty much all I can ask for. He's given me ideas now, though. He's given me ideas. That's not all that safe. Sir, 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, you know what? We can kind of go ham here. And I'm going to try to. We're going to see what happens. Varag Ghoul-Chewer, you're a beast, man.
Fucking hell.
He didn't break armor. What a useless bum.
He only rolled a 6 to break to get a POW.
Yeah.
We expected more of you.
Yeah. He kind of gave us this free path, like, through all of his pieces, which I'm more than happy to take. Because he had a body in the way that was not actually standing up. Force strength guy, you can mess with the round mound of pound.
Let the punching commence.
Pretty much. That is the plan. Knock over his pieces and get in the way of shit. And Endless Mike's gonna hop over here and get in the way and make sure this guy can't do exactly what he wants to either. And Little McLarge-Huge is going to go ahead and try to stunty dodge out. And see if he can do it. I mean, come on, you were the MVP from last game. I expect big things from you, Little McLarge-Huge. So Blitzer is in scoring range with no GFIs now. We don't have to worry too much about, like, going miles down the pitch or anything crazy. We're a little spread thin, so there is the opportunity for him to just base our ball carrier with a bunch of pieces. While it's not perfect, it is, you know, I'll take my ball carrier being in scoring range.
trying to, you know, successfully get in the way, he's got to go and
He's
play with Varag
facing
again.
a bunch of my dudes again. Yeah, pretty much. You might have GFI'd the goblin one square to the right. I don't think it makes a big difference. I just want the goblin to be awake, basically. If the goblin is upright, that is all that I really care about. Okay. So he's going to go ahead and stand near Varag Ghoul-Chewer. Part of the reason I put this guy here is because it makes all of the dodges for Gleep really, really ugly. Oh, he failed to dodge. That's helpful. You gotta take it at this point. You gotta re-roll it. You have the re-rolls too.
Yeah, and I got 3 rerolls with 3 turns left, so...
Yeah, there's literally no reason not to use them. Really? Sure. I don't know that I'd do that.
Yeah, otherwise that's a
He
lot
did
of
it, though.
punched elves.
It is. The plan is to punch a lot of elves, really.
Oh, no doubt, but...
The goal is
like,
to punch
ending
many,
the turn
many elves.
right there was pretty ugly for him.
Well, still gonna be tricky breaking through there, though.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt. That does make things better for him. Alright, let's take a look how we want to handle this then.
The point of the Goblin on the Orc team, Mac, is because you can't start with the Thrower and 3 rerolls anymore with
Correct.
the change to Orc Blitzes, so he's your... Yeah, I still want 3 rerolls, so I'm taking the Goblin as the... You downgrade the Thrower to the Goblin. And then he just sort of hangs around till he dies from natural attrition.
We have to deal with that. We have to kind of put up with that one. Not much else we can do about that. Make your GFI, stupid little goblin. Thank you. Do I still want to go ahead and do that? Dodge there, I have to punch you away.
That took a lot of punches.
It did take a lot of punches, and I'm still standing next to a witch elf that I have to deal with. But that's how these things work.
Yeah, you got the bits for it.
Yeah. There's not a super amazing place to stand afterwards, but I think probably the best place. We're going to take a 1 die on the witch elf. It's basically all we have. A push is totally okay with me. We're going to call this the best place to stand with the ball.
Yep.
He's got a punch on Varag Ghoul-Chewer with the 4-strength dude. And then he can basically blitz my ball carrier. That's life, though. There wasn't a real
You
good
got a
place
1
to take
die.
it. So many bad block dice this turn. He has a lot of blodge. I expected them to be bad, unfortunately. We're really hoping to break more armor when he's going in on us and standing next to us. It hasn't worked out as nice as I would have liked. Oh, he failed his 8 out of 9. That makes me real happy. And that's fine. He did have to blow a reroll on that, which is fortunate. So any block in the ball carrier is 8 out of 9, and I do have block skill there, which is something he has to deal with. Taking that one, eh? Let's see. A push? Oh, I'm happy with a push, man. I'll take 2 pushes, thank you. Okay, so he pushed me out of the cage. Probably the reason he went here with me instead of anywhere else is because he can stand more guys next to me. Which is very reasonable. He's just going to stand a bunch of dudes next to my ball carrier. We're going to try to score this next turn, obviously.
I think he can get a 2-die on you if he dodges out.
Let's see.
With Blitzer, yeah.
Let us see. Well, my guy's knocked down. We have people in scoring range. We'll hope for the best. Which was not him picking up the ball, although that's not ideal for my opponent either. He'd have liked that ball to be long gone, and it's not going to be.
He needs to dodge back now to make a passing threat.
I don't know if he can really bother risking the making a passing threat thing, because I'm going to kind of be real threatening and obnoxious.
Yeah, the thing is that he has down bomb now.
Okay, that's fine. Alright, now we see what we can do with what he has given us. Get a potentially a 2-die there if I can get you to go away. You have dodge skill. It's not super likely, but it can happen. Do I have any other better blocks? I think that's basically the block I'm looking at, because that also gives me nice follow-up blocks if it does work. If we really need to. That guy's in scoring range. The goblin's in scoring range if we really, really need him to be a thing. Yeah, we're going to try it like this first. Please don't fail me 8 out of 9. A push is not super duper ideal. Let's have Varag Ghoul-Chewer hopefully do a good thing. Let's have you stand here to take away those assists. You're gonna go after that guy. He's gonna botch it, but that's okay. I'm gonna have to go ahead and take it, I think. We did stun her. That is perfectly fine. I think I have to take this like that now. Dump off. You're in a billion tackle zones, but he'll probably still take it. Because there's a lot of bad places for that ball to go on a dump off. Nope. Mintok the Mind Taker gets his blitz. Alright.
Oh, that's nice.
It's that time, gentlemen. Gotta reroll for it.
Oh.
Please pick it up. Come on. Make it.
Yeah. Of course.
I always look back on these tournaments and cry a little bit.
Well, we couldn't really expect anything else. G5 to that some.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Come on, man, don't die on me. To be fair, it was a really beautiful scatter. Maybe it was payback. If only I had sure hands, I would have a reroll for the GFI. Yeah, but if that was a thrower, then I would have had to make 2 GFIs. Okay, maybe his guy will die. He didn't die. Mighty Blow guy's gonna try to do anything? He's fine. Alright, so now we have to defend. Where'd the ball go? Out of bounds and, like, back towards midfield. His guy came back. Sad. My guy didn't come back. Also sad. Fortunately, we have a loner for just such an occasion. So we're gonna go with a more, you know, Kenori kind of defense here to try and head off the potential passes. Just gum things up, kinda. Loner, you can take the block. Fowler fouling Rodriguez is more valuable than you. We're gonna go like that. It's going to be hard for him to break stuff through, so I'm pretty okay with that. We'll call it a day. See you later, Blockhead. Realistically, I should have put the Goblin in the end zone in case the GFI failed, but it wouldn't have mattered. The ball bounced out. If you GFI'd into the end zone and failed but had a player also standing in the end zone who caught the scatter, would that still score? Yeah. So in theory, I should have, just in case we got to that part of the sequence and it had mattered. The ball ended up scattering out, so that's life. See if I'm missing anything good here. Alright, now we hope for the best again. Are we winning? No, Meta Skipper, no. We tried to make a GFI into the end zone. It didn't. The game decided that was not going to happen. All we have to do is steal the ball from a full squad of Dark Elves. And also, he broke armor on that guy and stunned him. Womp womp. Come on. Get your head in the game. I try to be real zen about things like this, but it gets annoying sometimes. I gotta tell you. Look at the bright side. At least it's not snowing outside. That's always nice. Oh no, orc throwers are very slow. The sure hands is a very nice thing. You know, having the skill access is nice. You can leader one of them up if you really want to for some reason, but... we don't do too much crazy shit in general. What's he going to do? He's going to screen me. He is going to screen me on defense. Orc throwers are as slow as snotlings. That's true. Darn. The knockdown. It's kind of weird. So we really don't want him to be able to just dirtle around in the backfield. That's a ugly scenario for us. So we're gonna probably put some effort into trying to make sure that kind of thing doesn't happen. I don't want you to stand up yet because I want that block to happen and then you to go, like, maybe somewhere slightly more useful. Let's see. Mentalk the Mind Taker's gonna go ahead and run over here and just make sure he can't stall all day long. That's not a thing we want to be happening. Let us take this 8 out of 9. It succeeded. Wonderful news. Go ahead and stay where he is, I think. Now I want you to go here, because we're going to try to take him out real quick. Push we can deal with. Stay where you are for now, Varag. I'll just go here, I guess. It's fine. This will do nicely, I think. You go here just because I want that to be tied up. We'll call this a day for the time being. He can kind of plow through the middle, but not really super well. And we'll kind of collapse in on him if he does. He can kind of run around to the side, but not really. It's probably still his best play, I would think, but I'm hoping this guy makes it a little more difficult. Mentalk the Mind Taker. Well, here's a Mighty Blow attempt on Mentalk. It's doing something. He's stunned. That's fine. I'll keep running targets through if I have to. It'll get annoying, but I will if I have to. If Blood Bowl is going to make me run more blitzers through, then by God, I'm going to run more blitzers through. And also, in theory, we get back Womp Womp next turn, which will help some.
This is somewhat odd.
What's that?
Offensive.
His offense? It's kind of weird. It's like he's just being ridiculously overt about saying, I'm gonna stall, man. You know what I mean?
It's an older sort of thing, like, how to put it, like, I mean, the idea is basically he has the speed, not a lot of it though, obviously, compared to you.
Yeah.
And The idea is you sort of just screen it off and wait for the other team, the slower team, to overcommit, and then
Really?
you just blitz down the side. Like that. That's a thing
Yeah.
that people have done, but he's giving you no incentive to.
Yeah, to overcommit. Like, I'm gonna send, like, one piece at a time. I'm not going to be going crazy here. Oh, you're gonna move over that way, huh? That's interesting. We too are going to kind of screen things.
Nurgle v Rats, you don't need to commit for them to run past you. They just, like, have double your movement.
They just do it because they're fast as hell.
You stand there and then they just, fuck it, phew, round they go.
Yeah.
Well, this speed mismatch is nowhere near as bad.
Yeah. We're going to make sure that iGouger21 is going to go backfield to kind of handle this stuff, but I don't want to do that until after I've done some stuff with Varag and made sure that he's going to be able to do his thing. He can kind of run around us up the sideline because we've given him that path, but we still haven't made it like a trivial thing. Varag Ghoul-Chewer. Putting in work. He's actually going to go like here, I think. Here he kind of threatens to go forward and kind of threatens to go backwards, and that's all good stuff that I'm reasonably happy with. If I'm going to do that, then Bubba Bob Brain is going to go ahead and stand like here. Or here. I like here better. Get the power there. Makes me happy. You stay where you are, sir. Thank you.
Do I know if you're supposed to be able to
gonna
change out subs on a perfect defense result? I want to say yes. I'm pretty sure that's a thing, or at least it was.
I know this was a question that kind of came up last time.
Are we able to in Blood Bowl 2, or are we not able to?
We are.
We are able to.
We are. It's a thing you can do for sure.
Yeah, I'm relatively certain that is,
Hey!
or at least at one point was in the rules. It doesn't. It
Time
rings
to
a bell. Like,
learn some Blood Bowl from the pros. Let me give you a tip. Don't roll a 1 when you're trying to make a GFI into the end zone.
always good
Basically.
advice.
Don't roll wrong.
Fail? No.
It helps.
The thing is about that though, the whole perfect defense is it's such a like. In what situation would you go, hang on, wait, this guy would be perfect on defense here. Why didn't I have... He wasn't before, but now he's going to be there. Like,
That's fine.
if he was worthy
Deal
of
with
the
that.
spot in the first place, he would have already been on the pitch, probably.
Right, it's kind of weird that you would be like, oh, now that I've seen this offense, I'm going to put a completely different piece on the pitch. It's weird, you know?
Yeah, I can't see anyone using it for the most part, but it's... I feel like it's a thing that was in at some point.
You
at
gotta
least.
block him off or something.
Some people don't like running cashers and stuff like that on defense. But when seeing the setup, it might actually be a smart thing to do.
Really?
If it's a short kick or something like that, or a deep kick, and you can place one on the LOS
Okay, that's interesting.
without getting in danger.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I suppose like the shuffle up, suddenly swapping in a catcher and putting him on the LOS to chase down a deep kick might be a thing, but it's one of those really niche situations that I can't see it
Yeah, it's
really having
hard.
an...
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's not going to
Not
have
nearly as
much
much
of an
sense.
impact one way or the other, but...
No, don't like that as much.
It's nice having the option.
This is you can reorganize your players, Diog. Okay, well, yeah, as far as I'm aware, that involves subs as well. Because my understanding is that essentially you get to take your setup phase again, which, you know, that's includes subs, so why not?
Come on, Varag, we need you to do some work today. More work than you've already done. He's basically done stunning people, it looks like, and injuring them. Which makes me a little sad. Now I have to decide if I want to try to use my loner to step on the 4 strength guy with 2 assists. And I kinda do. I don't think he can get the ball anywhere super safe, basically. So we're gonna go ahead and do it. It's not the best odds, but we're gonna give it a shot. Stunned, I'll take a stun. That was very nice. I'm gonna go ahead and try and dodge out with Mintok the Mind Taker and put a tackle zone on the ball. I have how many rerolls? 4? Oh yeah, that's worth a reroll with 4 of them. There you go. He's got some stuff kind of in the middle that, you know, this guy's still very much a threat that we're a little bit worried about, but he's not super into the world bad. Probably what would make a lot of sense is to take down this guy with a regular block and then use a blitz on one of these guys somehow. Run a guy through. But he's got to do something back here. That's wonderful. I'll take it. I'll probably push him here so he's not standing next to the Dauntless guy. Indeed, that's fine. Okay, so now he's going to have to dodge out. Oh, that's incredible. Uh-oh, that's helpful. That's not the worst thing that's happened in this game, to say the least. And he stunned himself on it, which is incredible. So we have a 1 die on the ball carrier. We realistically don't have much better than that. We could do this, and we could make 2 GFIs with this dude. Where is your Elf BS? I don't know, dude. It's been a rough day all around. And now I botch it, so now we do this turn much more carefully than I otherwise would have. We will take our 1 die on the ball carrier, but we will not be going crazy trying to dodge out and make it 2 or anything like that. I don't want to go ham on this, but I will take a another foul potentially. Do I want to foul him again? Yeah, I do want to foul that guy again. We will go ahead and take a Varag Ghoul-Chewer blitz on this dude here because Varag Ghoul-Chewer is awesome. He is going to go ahead and get it. We'll follow up because Varag Ghoul-Chewer is a big, strong orc who's totally fine standing next to things. That guy's stunned. I don't have to worry about him. The goblin's going to go here and just kind of be in the way of all this shit. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. I'm going to go ahead and take my 1 die on the ball carrier. I don't have a reroll for it, sadly. He may very well dump off. He's only in the 1 tackle zone, and he's got pieces that are in 0. Dump off is a fucking trap, man. I can only say it so many times. So we're going to stay where we are, because we have a tackle zone on the ball that he must legitimately use a blitz on to deal with. Do I want to go crazy running a bunch of players through now? Like, is now the time to finally do it, is the question here. I think we are going to go ahead and do it. Put some guys in real obnoxious places. Now, first I'm going to take this foul again. 58%. I want to know if this guy's still going to be on the field after this is over with. He is. That's wonderful. 4-strength guy is still around, which is annoying. You can stay where you are, I guess, Black Orc, because I didn't come up with a good enough plan for you in time. That's fine. We have to deal with this dude in just a second. So we have a tackle zone on the ball. A blitz is going to have to take it off. Varag Ghoul-Chewer is basing a couple of his dudes. He has the Lodge Mighty Blow guy and the Witch Elf who can do things. That's fine. Mentok the Mind Taker is doing his job. I have no complaints. He is being threatening and scary. It looks like he wants to take a 2 die on Varag Ghoul-Chewer. If he wants to use 3 pieces to do that, I have no issues with that. I'm 100% fine with 3 pieces being used to do this. Okay, 4-strength guy is standing up, and he's going to try to get out of this ugly situation I've put him in where I continually foul him. Well, the thing is, since he stood him up, he has to now. He failed the dodge. You got to re-roll it. You don't have anyone on that ball. Is he going to pull a Yura and leave that guy there as surf bait? Nope, he's going to stand next to a Black Orc. Hooah! Mentok, is that name from Harvey Birdman? It absolutely is. Everyone on this team has stupid names, man. Everyone on the team has real stupid names. So we have Mentok the Mind Taker potentially having a 1 die. He failed his dodge, which is incredibly helpful for us. We still can't really look at doing much better than a 1 die, but we will take what we can get here. We have that 2 die over there. Little McLarge Huge is just going to kind of go stand here. We have 2 rerolls to do all this stuff. We can go ahead and take that one. That doesn't get us too badly out of position. And it's a chance to injure the 4-strength guy. We may very well take another 1 die on Chumley there. Perfect. And I'll follow up and not have to deal with him quite as much. We can use you to give an assist there on this guy. I want to keep this mess tied up. I don't want this to get out of hand, and it could. So we aren't gonna... We're gonna use you to do an assist here. Gonna go ahead and try to take him out. We dub scald. That's fine. There's nothing we can do about that. I'm gonna have to stay where I am. Crummy lineman, you go here. You go here, Eye Gouger 21. Round Mound of Pound is gonna hop here. He could surf Varag Ghoul-Chewer if he really wants to. But that's kind of a situation I'm mostly okay with. I'm going to go ahead and take the 1-die here. Because I want to 1-die his ball carrier pretty badly. That is 2 both downs. He'll deal with it. Do I want to take this 2-die? It's an 8 out of 9. How do I feel about a dub skull? Or a both down? A both down is not amazing. I can take this one with Womp Womp, though, I think. No, I shouldn't. He's fine where he is. Let's make him do stuff. I don't want those to go badly. The potential for ugly stuff is there. Okay, he's going to dodge over towards the middle of the pitch. That's fine. Alright, he's going to run his cage over towards the center. I have no issues with this. Most of my pieces can get back into relevant positions. This Black Orc obviously can't, but him tying up a 4-strength lineman is more than reason enough to keep him where he is. Here's the 2-die on Little McLarge Huge. He will push him off to one corner and then run to the opposite. And I'm okay with that. Let's see. Hey, Hoily Boy, how's it going? How's life? Or how's fake life? Huh? See what I did there? Okay, he's gonna go ahead and form up this little bit. That's fine. We're gonna start basing things. We're gonna be using our blitz down here. That's good and fine. You're going to keep standing there. You're going to become relevant again by going here. We have 2 GFIs there. We have like 1 GFI here, which we will need to take in a second. I want to do this block first, because that frees up this Black Orc for this block, which I'm going to want to take in just a second. Because this block pretty much has to happen right here. I could do it with a blitzer. Don't know if that's better. In fact, what may be even better is really tying up that one dude. Because things get ugly if Womp Womp fails like that. I want to kind of come from the other side. Hi there.
Killed my first mech.
Good job. That's a good thing, right?
Yes.
Good job. We're gonna make him kind of deal with some of this mess. We're gonna make 2 GFIs and kind of hope for the best in just a second, but first we're gonna take you and get you back on sides. You may potentially be used in just a second. So we're going to go ahead and try 2 GFIs, 70% chance. We don't want to blow our last reroll on this turn, but these things happen sometimes. That's perfectly fine. You earned your keep, Womp Womp. So he can technically score if he blitzes through. It's not trivial or anything. We'll deal with it. I'm going to make him block down Eye Gouger 21. We're going to stand here. And I'm going to try to use the loner here to push our black orc into an even more obnoxious place. Oh, good job, loner. Good job, loner. It's an honor to have you on the team, whatever your name is. His name is Line Man. It's an honor to have you on the team, Line Man.
I think they got lazy with the naming process.
I think they need to fix the naming process in this game a little bit. This is not the first time we've had a Line Man. Okay, so there's the blitz, you say. Does that mean we're going to have a cage over here? I wasn't entirely expecting a blitz to happen here. It looks like he is going to push over towards that direction, which I'll deal with. Oh, I'm glad he tried to make all these GFIs. Maybe he'll fail this one, too. I feel like that's a little bit much, but I suppose the ball's kind of safe-ish. It's not that safe. I can blitz it. If he fails that, I can totally blitz the ball carrier. I could Varag Ghoul-Chewer blitz the ball carrier if he lets me. So we based up a bunch of his players because we're kind of making him deal with our bulk at this point.
So you gotta buy Varag Ghoul-Chewer after it?
Am I allowed to? That'd be incredible.
No.
That'd be super awesome.
Not these days.
Do you think he'll join my team for 20k? Because that's all I have.
If you ask him nice enough.
I mean, he did get to punch a bunch of elves today.
That is fun. Like, there's nothing wrong with punching elves. I hope he accepts that as a form of pay. Hey, one die. Oh, he skulled it. That's incredible. Looks like I'm blitzing the ball carrier. It looks like I'm gonna be blitzing me a ball carrier this turn. How many pieces do I need to do this? You go there. If I push you down, I get another block on you, which would be incredible, but then I have to tie up the wood shelf, which means you stand there. And Loner stands here, he stands here. That'll work fine. I'll take one of those. One ball carrier block, please. We're probably pretty willing to blow a reroll on this. We are going to stand Big Caesar next to this guy. Hey. Ooh, is that the yakisoba?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Take it, please.
Oh, yes, thank you. Fowler fouling Rodriguez is going to go there. Womp Womp is going to go there. Endless Mike may have to go in scoring position in just a second. 4 strength guy, you can deal with Varag Ghoul-Chewer. I'm gonna take this one. Here's our 2 die on the ball carrier. Dub skulls. Dub skulls into dub pushes. Okay, so now we really want to keep that good stuff going. I should have used you for this. Chunky little McLarge huge. I didn't even put a guy in scoring range. Like a loser. Like a guy who's going to draw this game at best.
Which should be good enough when you're playing up 400.
When I'm playing up 400 team value, I'll probably take that. I'll go ahead and follow up here. Take the 1 die on the ball carrier. Both down is not good enough to just take the ball out of his hands. And little McLarge Huge is going to go stand here or something because I don't have anything real amazing for him to do. And now I'm going to eat dinner while I do this. So if he's going to score, he has to do it this turn. There's a number of pieces he has to clear off. I'm looking at chain pushes for a touchdown on turn 16 now. In case he completely botches it. Boy, I hope he Krendors it. He skulled once. Do it again. He did it again. Guys,
You can push them into range.
it's possible. No, this is totally doable. Like, this is absolutely a doable thing that we have here. So we have to get the ball out. That's part of the thing we actually have to do here, is the ball needs to actually come out of the guy's hands. But need 3 pushes, and I need to do it relatively quickly. I actually need a push here. He's got blodge anyway, so whatever. I messed that up real good. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just like pushing pieces around like a loser. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just being horrible at Blood Bowl. I've done goofed. I guess I'll have to take my draw for playing like a loser. I'll take a draw against this team, but that was grade A horrible play. That was awful. I'm embarrassed to anyone who was watching this. That was still very doable up until then. I guess I just try to punch pieces like this then. Let's try to hurt some stuff. Broke armor.
Oh,
No SPP. What was that? That was me horrifically botching this whole, like, potential one turn I had. And just basically not thinking about it and just pushing pieces kinda wherever the hell. That was... It's not going to go down in my list of finest Blood Bowl moments. Let's put it that way. Normally I wouldn't be looking that much forward to taking on, like, little vanity blocks with a star player here, but this is actually a divisional thing where I could run into this guy again, and he's probably one of the scariest players in the division. So, I will happily take this block that I normally would not in a friendly game against random people. And try to do a little bit of hurting on some of these crazy players, because this guy's got a real good team. I was so bad at knocking things down that turn. If it makes me feel any better, I was incapable of knocking the ball out of the hands of his dude. I'll take the draw. That's, considering the teams, I will take a draw down 390k. Whew. Made it. I rolled a 6 on winnings.
Nice.
Player type. Turn down. Oh my god, the goblin stole the MVP again.
Oh, he has a level up now.
I guess he does.
Goblin.
double 6, go.
Roll those doubles, you little shit. Make yourself useful.
Well, good game, everyone.